We're also kind of running out of fertile soil in the States. So figuring out what to do with your food scraps helps with this also. In my household, I take the garbage out like once every other month because it never smells. There's no food scraps in there. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with your food scraps. I actually teach a whole composting workshop in and of itself because there's so many different options. But for us city dwellers, there's like in New York, for instance, there's an app called Digi, D-I-G-I, and they're all around FIDA. You could actually go on Tribeca, and they look like the regular garbage cans, but it's for your food scraps. So I collect my food scraps, I keep it in the freezer so it never smells, and then I take it in paper bags 2 blocks down and dump them there. There's also always farmers markets in big cities and smaller cities that will usually accept food scraps. There's a website called makesoil. It's either .com or .org, and I can't remember, but makesoil.com or .org. You plug in your zip code. It's a global website, and it partners you with local sites where chickens and pigs love your food scraps. So even those ways, you can really integrate into your community and affect it in a positive way. There's also things you can do with your food scraps, like you can make veggie broth out of them. So you collect them in your freezer, you keep them, you just add water to it, boil it down, and that's like a really great way to reuse those food scraps. And there's a thing called compost tea and compost smoothies, where you're collecting your food scraps, you put them in a mason jar, fill it up half with water, and then you strain it. What's left it's like this brown liquid that you strain. Your indoor plants love it. It's like a natural, beautiful fertilizer. And then you're left with like this mush, right? Like the food mush. You throw that in a blender with more water, and that's for your outdoor plants, if you're lucky enough to have outdoor plants. There's a lot of different solutions and what to do with food scraps. So that's one of the biggest, most impactful adjustments that you can make.